Hey, hey, evening. Yeah, it was kind of warm in the afternoon when I was out. 30 more seconds of wait time. It's not too windy yet, so hopefully it'll be alright. Hey VX, what's up? That's not how TTS works, VX. TTS is a paid thing. Is my TTS not working there? It should actually trigger a link. Alright, there you go. Sad day for Komoot. What happened with Komoot? Did someone buy Komoot? Or are they closing Komoot? Sold off? Dang. That usually fires most people. Yeah, yeah. But it depends on how the new company is set up there, because Komoot is like a mostly remote employees. So another thing I see with these kind of sales is if they're trying to cut costs and such, they'll get rid of the ambassadors and things of that nature. It is windy here as well now. We transfer and Evernote. Yeah. I wonder who is living in this thing. Seems like a cool shipping container kind of living situation. Oh, okay. This is the rowers. We got a bunch of rowers. Rowers. Just as you're getting into planning routes. Yeah. I mean, it's obviously still gonna be there. I'm not quite sure if Komoot was profitable to begin with. But yeah, I think for bike packing and stuff, most people are using. Komoot is popular in Europe. The other thing is Ride GPS. That's the other one which is kind of popular. But the Americans, they're using Strava. But Strava, I feel like, is always kind of more inclined towards performance. But then again, I don't know. I don't really use Strava. But I think my Strava is integrated to something, which I have disabled now. Turn right here. Okay. Yeah, all of the bikepacking.com website, they render it with Ride with GPS or Ride GPS or whatever it's called. Wait. The other one is AllTrails, but I use AllTrails mostly for like hiking and stuff. I don't really use it for bike routes. But AllTrails is pretty popular as well. What's the other one? It's been bought by Outside TV. I forget what it's called. It's called something. And then you have the classic Gaia GPS. And then another one which is kind of popular is OnX or something, but it's mostly people who are hunting and things of that sort. They're the ones using that. I thought of bringing the hardtail out to do the adjustments, but I was like, oh man, I'm not really in a mood to do all of the adjustments. I just want to ride, so I didn't bring it. There is a Magster close by. It's bunch of trails I've ridden before, but mostly just like Polderland. It's like close to the city. I forget the names and stuff.
slecht idee.
We were here the other day. It's just that we didn't venture out much from this location.
And then I stepped on it.
Tight. Oh, they're setting up tents and stuff, probably for tomorrow. This whole thing is gonna be closed. First test ride, 30k. Dang. Yeah. I'm gonna change the tires on my Omnium because I'm only mostly using it on the roads. And does the Garmin come with its mount, or do you need to get that separately? That's probably my 15 kilometer or maybe 18 kilometer speed on the Omnium. As in for time. Check this out, Chad. Check it out. We on the bridge, Chad. The water is not calm. The wind is blowing. Okay, yeah. Stem mount with the elastic bands. Right. So we turned left the other day. Now we gotta turn right. "76 meters of climbing." There's a climb right here for me. I hesitated for a second, and by the time I crossed the start, look at this tiny dog. Wait. Yeah, I mean, I guess in your area it's easier to get at least some meters in. You're hitting the dirt soon, chat. There's the dirt, right after the cars over there. Dead on the Las Vegas Silent Bed Train. Oh no. Hopefully all of my data cards are connected. Let me know if it doesn't get any better. Maybe I got disconnected. I could check before we go in. Let's give it a check. Ah, one of them actually did get disconnected. Alright. Let's see. Give me a second, chat. Hey. Chat, he don't say hey. Alright, let's go. He was in the pain cave. He was running. He was chiseling away. Omnium and road tires will be fine on these kind of patches, yeah, for sure. No doubt about it. Yeah, the big wind ones are they're pretty chunky. I finally ordered the materials for the frame bag, so it has to happen whether I am willing to do it or not. There's no other way around it. The last time I was here, it was super muddy. And before that I was here, I think I was walking. So extreme. I think I'll probably do it once I do like a test run, because my sewing skills are limited to basic stuff, and I need to figure out how to do this thing. But I kind of have an idea, but just need to solidify the workflow for it. So yeah, once I do a test run and kind of know what I need to do, then I might stream. Oh man. Oh. U-turn, chat, U-turn. Look at this, chat. We are maybe, I don't know, 5 kilometers away. How far away? It's 8 kilometers away from the city center. Isn't that nice? Spring is almost here, chat. You look at that. I mean, I'm not complaining, but it felt like the winter passed by so fast. But now your clean bike is full of dust. Yeah. I suppose dust is better than mud. I probably wouldn't even clean the dust on the bikes, but I tend to not look at the bike. Otherwise I'll get into the cleaning mode and then 3 hours would be gone. was here yesterday, but it's March and 40 mile. Gust wind. Ah, there's the other part. No point in going through this horse-like track. Horse track-like, not horse-like track. Yeah, it's pretty windy here today as well. I mean, when is it not windy is a question, but lots of deep pockets here. Wonder what happened. They weren't here before. I think all the rain got rid of the packed stuff. Yeah, you can do exclamation bike, and then you'll get a playlist. I'm on a Kona Road. Havens, what's up? We got some cows up ahead, chat. Buckle up. Buckle up for the viewing. Nah, they're comfy. They're made for off-road use. My shoulders and upper back can't deal with flat bars anymore. I'm an old lady. Got to move. I'm gonna stay a bit away because I don't want to bother them. Any handlebar will do for this. Yeah, it's just like dirt road. It's nothing crazy. Check that out, chat. The cows are having a party. Look at the guy in the center. Are you gonna charge or what? Oh my god. What's with all the charging issues lately? Hold on, chat. Okay, there we go. Hope the don't charge. Yeah, I think they're pretty. They seem to be pretty chill. I'm always a bit. Yeah. I don't like going too close to them. It's good for being upright. I mean, you can set them up pretty aggressively as well. You just need to drop the bar for your desired saddle to handlebar position combo. I mean, I don't like too upright either. Too upright is like, I like sporty, comfy. That's my jam. Just joking. Nah, yeah, I mean, but I think it was on the cargo bike camping trip on the way back home. A bunch of cows started running along with me, but fortunately they were like in a closed off area. And it was not just 2 or 3. It was like yeah, I don't know, maybe 50 of them, or at least 30. You can basically ride a city bike on these. On these roads. Might not be super comfy, but many people do. Incoming sand chat. Yeah. It's pretty much Oma Feed's territory. Right. I've gotten the Brompton as well on these kind of roads. It's a bit too rattly, but you can totally do it. But my Brompton doesn't do too well in muddy stuff. If you have gears, maybe you can make it. Even without, you'll be able to make it. just end up expending a bit of energy. Motorbikes. Suzuki. Suzuki. Oi. These trees with their trunks covered in leaves, they always look so cool. Cubit. Yo, what up? What up? Well, what's up, Cubit? Where are you from? Where are you typing the words out from? Which part of the world? You had to turn left there, chat. There seems to be a grass patch. Well, let's turn around. Shall we? Shall we, chat? From Germany. This is your neighboring country, Cubit. Look at the top left section of your screen. Oh boy, where is the trail? Oh, we just missed a couple of deers, chat. 2 deers ran away. Oh man, you always have prickly stuff here. Is the trail still here or not? Alright, hopefully it's not muddy. Yeah. All right. Where the trailer chat. All the way to the left, or suppose. You didn't see any trails. No, there used to be a trail here. I kind of forgot. Okay, there it is. Came here during nighttime once. That was something. Come back and do some trail work here. All right, get out of my pedal branch. Oi. All right, see you later, Cubit. Yo, thanks for the follow, Zang. That was a prickly trail. It used to be kind of rideable, I think. I don't know, maybe we need to go back and clear it out so that the next time we come around, it'll be a bit better. Turn left. You're turning left. This is another local park area kind of thing, which is nice. Wait. Yeah, this area is pretty nice. Hey. Do 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 do. Do do. Do 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 do. Do do. Ducks. I just saw 2 big ducks. But I've been showing so many ducks on the stream that I figure it was not that interesting. Oh, look at that. This road used to be closed the whole of last summer. Let's see what's going on now. Oh wow. Will you look at this, chat? Looks like I'm promoting Groningen. We got some two peaceful ducks over there. No, swans. What up, what up? Swans. Hello, hello. They're tagged. And they're looking for food. Soon it's gonna be overcrowded. Yeah, come summer. I don't know, most of them might go on their cycling holidays and leave this area as is. Oi. Still need a bell too. Yeah. I should probably install a bell, but the thing is I don't want to ring the bell on these walking paths. They're not designated riding paths as far as I know. Because the last time I was here, one lady was not happy. And of course that lady was a lady with a tiny dog. She was like, no pizzas. I was like, oh really? Pardon me. Excuse my ignorance. Most people don't say anything. They're just fine as long as you are respectful and like ride slowly. But that lady wasn't happy. Happy to hear a bell in advance. Maybe you're right. usually spook people even when you slow down. Yeah. No, I get it. Check it out, chat. We are gonna cross this thing and go there. If only I could wheelie on that thing. I would be pretty happy with that skill set. Got another feature. I'm not even risking riding on that thing. Oh. It's not too narrow though, it's actually wide enough to just ride through. Nice to be back on these roads. I used to ride these a lot, but haven't in the last couple of months. Do, 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 do. Do. 7 o'clock. Chat, let's see if there's any new podcast episode out. Anything interesting? That would be kind of nice. I haven't had the time to catch up on some stuff. Let's see. What do we want to play?
The bikepacking community, as we have seen it grow around the Log Drivers Waltz and around the Triple Crown, and our connections with people on the Tour Divide are really extraordinary. It's shared experience and shared passion for this crazy adventure biking, and it does create extraordinary connections with people.
Yeah. Most of my book consumption has been audiobooks in the recent past.
Hello, and welcome back to Detours presented by Albion. As always, I'm your host Mel, and today we are heading into the Ottawa Valley with Jen Adams and Eric Betteridge, the duo behind the Log Drivers Waltz. Honestly, this is an event that I wish I knew about when I first got into bikepacking, and I think it would be great for anyone new or experienced to add to their calendar. For those unfamiliar, the Log Drivers Waltz is an 800-kilometer bikepacking loop with about 75% of it on unpaved terrain, gravel roads, forested trails, rail trails, and some rugged, unmaintained paths for good measure. The route starts just outside Canada's capital, Ottawa, but it doesn't take long to leave the city behind. Riders will cross the Ottawa River on the Quilon Ferry into Quebec, cruise quiet roads through northern Gatineau Park, pass by peaceful lakes, and ride some of the best terrain eastern Canada has to offer. Now, the route sounds like a dream, but what I love is that Jen and Eric are super intentional about not calling this a race. For them, it's an invitation, an open door for anyone curious about bikepacking to show up, ride at their own pace, and share the experience. There's comfort in knowing that there are other riders out there doing the same thing at the same time, but also room to push yourself against the clock and others if that's what you're after.
The text and books to podcast pipeline.
Of adventure together, from 17-day canoe trips in Algonquin Park to tackling the Tour Divide, led them to create this incredible route. We get into what it's like riding as a couple, balancing different riding rhythms, and why building an inclusive community matters so much. Thank you again to Albion for making this episode possible. I had such a great time chatting with Jen and Eric, and I hope you enjoy this conversation as much as I did. I was so curious, like in poking around and researching, what's the guy's name? There's a song, like a Canadian folk song, Wade Hems.
Creates audio with a conversation about the subject. Huh. That's cool. Yeah, I've not been keeping up with any of the Google stuff. There's like so much going on everywhere.
Hemsworth Log Drivers Waltz, and there's kind of a hilarious cartoon that accompanies it. Does the name Log Drivers Waltz draw any inspiration from that?
It certainly does. Apparently, it is one of the National Film Board's most downloaded or most viewed film. The animated film of the Log Drivers Waltz that's sung by the McGarrigle sisters is a film that was very popular when I was in school.
Amazing. Maybe I'm not allowed to ask this question, but how
Even
old
some
are you
manuals?
two?
Crazy.
I guess that spurs the answer there, or the question. we're both in our 60s, early 60s.
Amazing. I just asked because I think like one of the things that I was most excited to talk to you is like you are so much more than your age, but having a more diverse representation of folks on bikes. You know, a lot of the stories around bike packing are 20-something, 30-somethings, and there are a lot more people who ride bikes than just people in my own demographic. So that's why I asked that question, not because your age really matters that much.
Yeah, and actually we've been riding bikes since we were in your demographic. How's that?
I actually think on your website it said
How
you've
is
been
that?
riding for like 40 years in your area. Is that right?
Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Yeah.
Wow. Okay, well, why don't we do like a quick introduction for folks?
We are pretty joined at the hip, and we're very, very fortunate to be compatible. In terms of strength on the bikes, I'm not as strong as Eric, but I can suck a wheel really well, and it makes us pretty equal over the long haul. I grew up in Ottawa, as did Eric, which he'll tell you, but my family is from the Ottawa Valley. My mom is from the Quebec side, she's from West Quebec, and my dad is from the Ontario side, he's from Renfrew, and so the Log Drivers Waltz is very tied to where I'm from, where my family is from, and I grew up in a very adventurous family where we did a lot of canoe tripping and big hikes, West Coast Trail and Gros Morne when we were young kids. And
It sounds almost the same like this. Yeah. It's gonna be, I mean, these days I came across, there are like so many Instagram accounts wherein it's just like video snippets of an AI female. So you have different kinds of females appealing to different kinds of people, I suppose. And it's like, yeah, it's all AI generated with 100k followers or whatever. It's like kind of crazy.
And, 17-day canoe trip across Algonquin Park.
Wait, 17 days canoe trip.
Yeah, as young kids. I grew up with a family where my parents felt that struggle was a good thing for kids to experience. I really think it was a happy struggle. We were challenged, and our trips were really, really challenging, but I still love to get out and be out on an adventure, and I wasn't challenged out of the joy.
I think that's so important. I mean, there could be an entire podcast about not challenging yourself out of the joy, but it sounds like you've had so many like diverse adventures. And growing up in that area, like I'm from just outside Toronto, and so like grew up cottaging on Georgian Bay, and I think I've been to Ottawa once. But you always hear about
videos on
Park,
YouTube,
you always hear
yeah.
about Gatineau Park and all of these like amazing lakes and adventures, and I thought I would do like an outward bound canoe trip, and then that never happened in my life. But that's really cool. Eric, were you the adventurous type growing up too? What was your upbringing like?
Yeah, I mean, my dad immigrated from England just because he liked the space in Canada, and he did northern canoe trips and hiking in the north, and was quite adventurous, and we did a lot as a family, a lot of cross-country skiing, a lot of canoeing. My dad actually hated cycling from his youth. He had to commute in the rain, and he didn't like cycling. So that's something I picked up, I guess, with my friends in high school, and then I ended up working out in Banff in a bike shop and riding most of the way across Canada and spending a couple of months in New Zealand, Australia. My background is I was a teacher and I taught outdoor education, so getting people out and having them enjoy and learn skills in a safe environment.
the hell, chat? What the hell? What happened there? Give me a second, chat. My camera is being a bit something. SMPR, it's an old giant Peloton, chromoly, running it as a single speed commuter, whatever. There is a navigate button on here. Plan new. Fucking stupid. Bugs. I think that's a good plan. Because the ground clearance is a bit of a problem, considering my skills are subpar. Come on now. Come on, Peter. I don't think I sound like a male. Oh, Peter. You guys see the fireworks? Come on, cat. Meow. Meow. All right. See ya. Look at that. Found an orange.
Oh, it's probably heavier than mine, yeah. Okay, it's a little.
Alright. Got some roses, light pink roses. Womp, womp, womp. Come on. All right. Can I even climb it? Alright. Change of frame so that I don't hit it. Alright, chat, we are back. Yeah, I need to charge this other phone. Is the sound okay, chat? Hopefully it didn't disconnect my mic. Alright. I'm gonna lay off the podcast for a bit because it's not sure if that caused the issue. It shouldn't, but we'll see. Lots of sheep around here. Lots of sheep. It's already dark. Why is it already dark? Smells good here, chat. Smells like fresh stuff. Ooh. Ooh. Oh shit. Hopefully I didn't roll on a frog. It seemed like something. 9 days until the clock changes. Minus one frog. And drunk guys are already out. So back on the asphalt. Who wanted in advance? Yep. It seemed like it, but it wasn't big enough. I don't know what it was. Sterbos. Yo, street, what's up? We're back on the asphalt. Going through a tunnel. Get ready for an echo, chat. Get ready. These are frogs. That was another one. Echo! That was a bit of reverb. Eyes on the turd. Yeah, they're moving like so slowly. Fittest of the survival. If they're gonna be lazy, they're gonna get smushed. Yet another one there. Yeah, they're toads, not frogs. Well, the other one probably had broken bones or something. They just woke up. Yeah, well, good luck to them. Hear the crunch of the gravel. They poured some gravel here. Yeah, we're max graveling. Oh man, all these horses are running. Let me show you chat. If I can get the phone out in time. Kind of hard to see, but you can see some moving figures. Those are horses. They're just hanging out. We're back to the light. Look like Minecraft horses. Yeah. Hoi. Oh, now I know where we are. I was a bit confused for a bit. Yeah. We're at the bridge now. Last time we were here, we took a left. We turned left. Now we're gonna turn right. Check it out, Chad. It's a lion. A lion statue. Back to Drenthe. And then this is like back to the stud. This is a sand pit. It's not as loose though. It used to be super loose here. Most will still compacted by all the winter. Yeah. Yep. I rarely ever take this path. What the hell happened there? This whole thing is like full of water. Hold on, chat. Moving some cables around. It's nice, yeah. So that's full of water. That's essentially the route we would have taken from there. So we gotta go through this way, which you can't see. Yo, forest, we are in the forest. Let's get out of here to a spot where you can actually see something. Where are we going? Does this connect somewhere? Yes, it does. All right. Yeah, the whole thing is still water. Looks like it. Oh man. Okay. Back on top. Let's see. There's a reason for why no one's riding this at this time, I guess. And we got a tree, chat. Does this connect anywhere? Okay, we have got an opening. There we go. Oh wow, look at the stars, chat. Let me show you the stars. Crazy. I don't know if I'll be able to show, but can you see the stars? It looks crazy in real life. Not really crazy, but you know. Full send it. Where are we going? What the hell? Is there a path here? I can't tell. There is a path. Okay. One blinking one, yeah. All right, we're back on track. What is the government hiding from us? What's the blinking light thing? Got a bunch of sand here, chat. Bunch of sand. Do they fly at night at the not sure, I don't know. Got people walking their dogs there. Hi. Becoming questionable institutions. Yeah. They've lost the respect, if at all they even had it at any point. Your government. Yeah. Things are a bit volatile currently. You didn't vote for them. Yeah. If I could vote, I could have probably voted for Bernie. But yeah. All the options available were kind of shit. Got some roots here, roots. Would have loved Bernie. Yeah. I mean, I don't agree with some of his policies, but I don't agree with most of the policies from the others, so. Oh, that was a bird. Things are getting spooky. Oh, there was another where here. If only I saw that. So many fallen trees around. it would be really entertaining if it wouldn't be a reality. Isn't there like a saying that the most entertaining outcome is the most probable one, or whatever? We are max dirting today, chat. We have been max dirting. But a bit of a shame that it's in the dark. But that's all right. That's kind of a training situation for me. Oh, we missed a turn. Oh well. Oh well. Yeah, my kind of principle around any kind of public service positions is that if you have not served as a public servant, you should not be eligible to be of public service. I mean, you wouldn't go, get a surgery from a businessman, right? It just doesn't make any sense. So, bloody, you gotta show hospitality background of some sort if you want to go work at a restaurant as a busboy or a busgirl or whatever. And as much as I'm for any person can become the president of a country if they're a citizen of the country, or whatever other rules are there, you should be born in the country or yada yada. I think it's probably just a citizen and not born in the country. But the prerequisite should be that you should have done some amount of public service, been in the trenches a bit. And there should be even more elimination rounds. Just because you're a lawyer and did some law work here and there, or I don't know, I served as a district attorney. Okay, what does that even include? Show us what you've done. Show us the work. What have you done in the last year, in the last 3 years, in the last 5 years? Nothing, I just sat on my ass. Get out. You are eliminated. Oh no, we missed the thing again. English is stupid. Yeah, don't worry about it. I am just spouting words out. In summary, my thoughts in summary is that you should have done the thing that you're applying for. You don't just get to be the president without having served the country in some form. A horse. Hello, hello. He's busy eating. What's this thing? Just some cow manure or horse manure. I'm talking too much and missing turns, chat. We're missing some of the dirt we had planned. Missing toads. Lots of yellow flowers blooming. They are blooming. What the hell, Chad? The sky is lit up today with stars. Onan. Or yeah, I also like Tulsi, Gabad. I mean, you'll always probably disagree with one or the other thing the other person has to say, but in general, I guess you tend to gravitate towards some people's vibe. So I would say Tulsi Gabbard. What about the dirt? Did I gain some? We have been riding dirt, Forest. That's the max dirt. Finding dirt around the city. That's what we're doing. Or that's the hope. There we go. I've been craving some Massaman curry the last couple of days. Just basically coconut milk, beef, and they generally add potatoes to it. Classic Thai stuff. Yeah, I've eaten Surinamese stuff. I mean, there's a version of it in India, which is the same thing. Roti with other stuff. So it's like, it's nothing crazy for me, because I grew up eating that. Though it's mostly in the north of India. Roti is the staple. Another toad. Roti is the staple in north of India, and rice is the staple in south of India. But most of my classmates and schoolmates growing up were from the north of India or the northeast. Because most of the military people, any kind of defense associated people, are from the north of India. Do I prefer it spicy? The good spice, not like the extreme no flavor spice wherein you just throw a bunch of chili powder or whatever. Not a huge fan of extreme spice, because if it's not flavorful, you don't get to enjoy it. Also, I didn't grow up eating super spicy stuff either. So the Thai spice is something else. Like, get a spicy Thai salad, and yeah, my stomach doesn't agree with super spicy food. We are back to Harren, one of the more posh, expensive areas out here. My neighbor kid as in university kid, grew up here apparently. Surinamese stuff has lots of crossover with the Indian palate profile. Yeah, Thai food and you know, the standard when people think of Indian food is like the chicken tikka masala or whatever. I'm not a huge fan of that, because mostly it's just gravy with 2 pieces of something. And most of the local shops, they just do the same base. They cook it once and they just add the same base to everything. I find myself always shitting on North Indian food, but what can you do? What can you do? I'm inherently biased. Look at that, a cat, chat. Meow. 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 The most exotic thing you've got is garlic pickle. Oh yeah, I know that thing. Garlic pickle. I think most of the stuff, they add a bit of sweetness to it to cut the if it's like too pungent, they gotta cut it with some sweetness. It's kind of fun. It's a fun thing to eat, I guess. But when it comes to sort of the food rituals and stuff, in terms of the process of actually plating up food, eating it, so on and so forth, I'm a big fan of the Japanese stuff. I like having various bits and pieces, discrete stuff. With different textures and solids and liquids and yada yada yada. Korean food is also kind of fun, but yeah. I've mentioned it like a billion times before. Another one of my favorites is American diner food. Classic omelette and a sausage with some collard greens. And sauerkraut on the side. Indonesian food is also lots of small different dishes, not the Chinese, Indonesian. Yeah, I don't think I've eaten like a proper, super authentic Indonesian plate of whatever. That's what it's kind of like. If you order a thali in terms of Indian food, that's what they do. They give you some dal and couple of veggies and XYZ. Maybe I should try that. I should try some proper Indonesian food by going to Indonesia. very food sophisticated. Not really. my day-to-day is not super sophisticated. My day-to-day is basically a bowl of mixed up stuff. Day-to-day is minced beef, cauliflower, and pickles and cheese all mashed up together, and you eat it as a poke bowl. No, I know, yeah, I know that you can get it. I was just saying because I said authentic. I'm pretty sure it's the Indonesian people cooking here, so it's gonna be kind of the same thing. Yeah, just knowing and talking about stuff doesn't equate to you like one actually doing it that way. Neither do I. I can't even remember. I mean, I go on the streams. You'll probably see me to go get a espresso or some food. But apart from that, I'm not going to restaurants either. Not a huge fan of the whole gotta get there and then wait for like a billion years. Hoi. We're almost back to the city, chat. Almost. Pancakes and kind of forced to go with the family. Food theoretical nerds. more like knowing what you like, you know? Yeah. Everyone in the chat is a nerd. I am not a nerd, I'm a geek. All right. Being nerd is cool again. Or rather cool, there's no again. Only cool. Well, what is that? Chad nerd. Being a Chad nerd is the new cool. I wonder what the female equivalent of a Chad is. That's a question for Twitter. You're more odd. Everyone's odd. Everyone's odd, Forrest. But as long as you think you're odd and cool, you're odd and cool. You know? Why is it asking us to take this route? Can't we go this way? We could. Alright. This is probably better because there's more lighting here. Boop, 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 boop. Do 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 do. Follow the red dots, yeah. Gotta follow them red dots. What the hell? Friday night, kids are going crazy. Stream snipers. Yeah. If only I had that reach, Forrest. I don't. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Oh shit. Oh shit. Don't get caught phone biking, yeah. Sometimes the police is gonna they're not gonna like it. But not able to open the page anyway on my Moblin phone. Yo, Wes. Happy Friday. The fine is crazy. Wow. What is it, like $250 or something? I'm not paying that. €160. Damn. Hoop. Plus admin, yeah, this is the other thing, they charge you the admin costs. What's happening? We mostly rode a bunch of dirt. Now we're almost back to the city, so nothing much at the moment. We were just talking about random stuff, and as always about food. But we're almost back. You better head out for a ride yourself. Nice. Have you gotten your Siggy's skier thing yet? Car, it's like 3. Well, car, yeah. I mean, it's understandable on both modes of transportation, but what's going on here? This wasn't there yesterday. What they doing, chat? What they doing? p.m. You did get skier. Life is better. Nice. See it as a welcome. Yeah, I mean, they're just patching up some stuff there. All right, chat, we're almost back. A short ride for this evening. A short ride for this evening. That was kind of fun. 20 miles or so of gravel today. Sweet. That's yeah, that's nice. Hope your knee doesn't complain too much. All right, chat. All right. Thanks for hanging, everybody. You know the drill. You know the drill. Until then, peace.